What up? I'm your host, Joe T, and this is Bless This Conversation. And today we have
Jasmine Jones.
And Jasmine Jones has a testimony. And I always love a good testimony. Today's episode will be about restoration, being disobedient to God, walking in faith, and what does it look like when you start over. How I found Jasmine was I typed in hashtag testimony on Instagram. A lot of testimonies popped up. I was just strolling. And yours popped up. It caught me immediately because the beginning, you were in tears. And I don't want to say too much, but as I listened, I got emotional.
Wow.
Because I know what it looked like to start over. I know what it looked like and feel like to have to trust God in that season, unfamiliar territory. I have to do my best to make sure every believer who's struggling in their faith, a choice that they made, a situation that you're in, a marriage, opportunity that you feel like you missed, we have to make sure in this interview we bless them with understanding.
Yes.
This woman here will give you the hope that you need because there is life after.
Amen.
Before we start, I do want to hear just a little bit about who Jasmine is today.
A healed woman that trusts God. I don't know what tomorrow will look like, but just seeing where God has brought me from within this last year, I know that it's greater, it's bigger than everything that I've been through. I'm a single mom of 4, and I enjoy being a mother now. Things that used to be a burden to me, I found joy in it now. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. God has just been faithful. And I never imagined my life being the way it is now. Just looking back 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, a year ago, I can't imagine it. I couldn't imagine it, but God is so faithful. When he make a promise, it shall come to pass. And I'm just walking in obedience, trusting God every step of the way, and knowing that he ain't bring me here just to leave me. So
Your page shows that for sure. Upbringing, your parents married.
yes, married for 47 years.
47. What was that like as a kid growing up? How many siblings?
It's 7 of us.
7.
Yes.
All in the house.
All in the house.
You are?
I am the youngest daughter and the second youngest. So I have a younger brother.
You the baby girl though.
I'm the baby girl.
Did they bully you a lot?
They did.
Was they a little rough? They was a little rough.
My brothers definitely bullied me.
Did you have a tomboy phase because of it?
Yes. Played basketball, didn't want to cheer. My father wanted me to cheer so badly. And I did. From preschool to 8th grade. But yes, dress like a tomboy, act like a tomboy, all of it.
What was it like growing up in the household with 6 married parents? Like, did you see, what was the happiness you saw in your mom and pops as a kid?
Honestly, it was so much going on, especially with us having a big family, because I have siblings that's way older than me. They kids are older than me. and their kids live with us.
Mm.
So it was a lot going on where my dad would work during the mornings and come home once we get out of school. So my mama was like off shift, like, okay, this is your time to go. I'm going in my room,
Yeah.
going in the basement, doing some laundry. So I never really saw them together, at least like what I would think or expect to see somebody married for that long.
Mm.
But we would take family trips every year to Florida. My father was an amazing father where he get off of work, he had gummy bears for all of us, me and him riding bikes together, just doing a lot of stuff together. Me in sports, he was very supportive. And my mom, she basically at home.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And where you from?
Chicago.
Chicago. This is what we talking about. The upbringing in Chicago.
Yeah.
What was it like just in Chicago as a kid? You know, when I hear stories about Chicago, it's war zone, it's gang, it's what was like, how would you describe Chicago growing up?
Well, when I was born, we was actually in the suburbs. So we was in the south suburbs. It was okay at first, but then they started to have a lot of gangs move out to the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
And my older brothers gravitated towards those guys and got into a lot of trouble. My oldest brother actually got murdered not too far from our home. And that was very devastating. Very, very devastating. And like you said, it was a lot of war, a lot of fighting, a lot of gang violence, a lot of too much for, kids to see, kids to witness. So that's why I got up out of there.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that too. How old was he?
My brother was 20.
How old were you at the time?
I was 11.
Oh, so it had an impact on you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember what that was like?
Yeah, so the day we got the call, I was over my grandmother's house and, just everybody playing cards, having fun. And I heard my mama shouting and we all ran in there like, what's going on? And she was like, Gerald got shot. So they all went to the hospital and he was on life support for 2 days. But within them 2 days, it was complete silence around the house. And if it wasn't silence, you hearing somebody weeping and crying. And it, I'm young, but I'm like, okay, if everybody else crying, I need to be crying.
You're right.
And once we finally got the news that they was going to pull a plug, I got real emotional. I didn't go to school for a very long time due to that. That was like my favorite brother.
Right.
So,
did they ever find out who done it?
Yeah, they did. A friend.
Did they ever say what the situation was?
Jealousy. It was jealousy.
He get time?
He did. 20 years. I don't think he even served the full 20 years.
High school sports?
I was I played basketball, softball. I cheered. So yeah, I was.
Favorite subject?
Probably science.
Science.
Yeah.
You had a dad in the home, so what was that like? First boyfriend, crush, guy? What was that?
I would honestly say I didn't start liking boys until I got into high school, but I still really didn't like them like that. So my first real boyfriend was when I went away to college. And it was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to take you around my parents, because this ain't, you a thug.
Were they strict? Was your dad, like, how was he with the girls versus the boys and vice versa, your mama with the boys or with the girls?
My dad treated us all the same.
That's what's up.
Yeah. My mom was a lot harder on the girls. I can honestly say that. And I'm thankful for it. But I did have to grow up sooner than I wanted to because I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and I'm watching my older brothers, they laying around not doing too much.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up. After high school, did you go to college?
I did.
You did. What did you go to college for?
I went for criminal justice.
Did it have anything to do with your brother?
No,
Something you wanted to do?
yeah, just something I wanted to do.
Anybody else in the family go to school for criminal justice? Would you
Mhm.
would have been the first?
Yep, I was. I was.
You know, in Chicago, they would have said you was the police.
Yeah.
You 12. What did you do?
Okay.
So, we go to school, we go to college, criminal justice. Did you get the degree in criminal?
didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
How long was it before you?
I was in one college for a year, which was Heartland in Bloomington, Illinois, and then I transferred over to Kishwaukee in DeKalb,
Okay.
which was by Northern University.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said 4 children.
Yeah, I have 4 children.
4 children. At what age did you have your first one?
20.
20. The guy. How did you meet him?
In college.
In college.
Yeah.
First love?
Yeah, we met at a party and it wasn't even like, oh, I like you type. We just started kicking it with everybody, became friends. He became my best friend. And we just hung out for a very long time. I was actually dating another guy that, I'm like, you all the way in Chicago. I'll see you when I see you. And he knew it and respected it. And the boy I was dating got real jealous because he always knew that my best friend was around. So he like, I think you should just be with him. And I think maybe like 2 months after we broke up, my best friend kind of told me like, he been feeling me, but he wanted to respect it and all of that. And me thinking like, okay, maybe I can do it.
Did that blindside you?
It did.
You never thought he liked you?
No, everybody said it, but I'm like, no, we just cool. Like,
once he exposed it, it wasn't no moments where you were like,
no.
Wow.
None. He never tried to like put a move on me or anything.
Now hold on, commercial. I ain't finna let y'all say cause now you got a lot of people who gonna say that the opposite sex can be friends.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of y'all ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. You know what's going on. So first child, girl, boy.
A boy.
A boy. Second child.
A boy.
2 boys.
2 boys.
You got 2 boys and 2 girls?
Yes.
Oh, you hit the jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
They did good. You did good. How was your mama? Do you know how your mom's pattern? What did she have first?
2 girls.
Then 2 boys.
3 boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Second child, same guy.
Yes.
How long were y'all together?
About 5 years.
Okay. How long were y'all friends before y'all decided to try?
A good year.
A good year. What was it like when y'all split? Not on the basis of the relationship, because now you lose, I'm guessing, the friend too, or did y'all stay friends? Because that's the danger of crossing them lines.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
No, at the beginning of the breakup, you could say we was enemies. Whatever he can do to hurt me, he did, and vice versa. Whatever I can do to hurt him, I did. I would get out of character. I would just do little petty stuff.
How far in? Because you said 5 years. How far in was it before the nitpicking, I guess you could say, started?
This was after our breakup. So I left him when my youngest son was 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. But the relationship was just toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I finally got the courage to change the locks and throw his clothes out, that's when the pettiness started.
How did it take a turn? This the bestie.
Yeah.
So I'm knowing y'all had a lot of great moments leading up to not seeing that this was gonna happen.
when I started having kids, the respect was out the door. He would stay out till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Then he come home, get in the shower, and he off to work. And he's leaving me at home with a 2-year-old, and I'm pregnant with our second child. And I remember mentioning to him, like, if you come back in at 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
you won't have to come back in again.
And what city you in?
At this time, I was in Chicago. We stayed West Loop.
Okay. He from Chicago too?
He is.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the breakup, you said he was going to work. Were you working at the time or you were just taking care of the baby?
Me and him was electrician trainee at the same time. I got pregnant with my second son, and I was very sick to the point I couldn't go to work. So he stayed on, and I ended up just staying at home.
Okay. After the breakup, how was the co-parenting?
It was a little rough at first because he didn't really want to help me with the kids because he thought I was trying to be with somebody else instead of me going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go to work, and now that I got me a job at the airport, he'd be like, oh, I got to work over. I can't get the kids. And one day, something in my head was like, he at work right now. Because he was telling me like, oh, I ain't going to work till the afternoon. And I went about noon, and his car was parked right on the side, and it was his new girlfriend in the car waiting for him. Yeah. And
how long had y'all been broke up at that point?
It wasn't even maybe 3 or 4 months.
How did you feel?
Betrayed. I was upset. It was a lot that went on in our relationship that when I got pregnant in college, my mom asked me to come back home, and he stayed in DeKalb. And he met her at that time while I was pregnant and back. And they was like in the relationship until I had my first son. He came and moved in with us. And that's when, he claimed he broke it off with her. So for me to see her 5 years later, it's like,
yeah,
you been waiting for him, or y'all just always been together?
How old were you then?
At that time, I was 25.
25.
Yeah.
And at that point, because I know you a believer, your page is clearly that. What was your walk with God like at this age?
I was a lukewarm Christian. I would go to church on Sunday, but Monday through Saturday, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
What so at home growing up, the church was
yeah, we went to church
on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
What denomination?
Christians.
Okay. Say it again. What denomination?
Christian.
No Baptist, no.
Mm-mm.
I can dig it. After the breakup, you see that. How long were you single?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Is the first guy you met when you were ready to date the guy you married?
Yes.
How did you meet him?
His sister was a close friend of mine. Since freshman year, we played basketball. And I would go to her house. I would see him, but didn't really speak to him because, of course, I'm a freshman in high school. He a freshman in college. So I ain't look at him like that anyway. His sister got pregnant, asked me to be the godmother. And then I was her son godmother. And I believe his 8th or 9th birthday was when I met my ex-husband there.
Okay. When y'all met, what was the chemistry? Was it I like this person, or could you tell he liked you, or it was just a simple, cordial, what's up?
It was actually his mom. She was asking about my kid's father because she basically knew, we was dating. I'm like, nah, I ain't been with him. We do our best at co-parenting. And he overheard, and he was like, oh, I'm going to change changed that
Right on the spot.
right on the spot.
Okay. Okay. And this 3 years later, so you 28. 28. How old was he at the time?
32.
32. Did he have kids?
No.
Once he said that, I mean, did y'all exchange numbers? Did y'all start talking that?
Yeah, we exchanged numbers in a parking lot.
Did he have anything else going on that he needed to clear up, or he was in the clear too?
He said he was single.
Said he was single.
Yeah.
That proved over maybe the first 3-4 months he ain't had to close no doors.
I didn't notice him.
You didn't?
If he did.
Okay. At what point in your mind when you met him were you like, I could see this going somewhere?
Really like a month in.
A month in.
Yeah.
He was on it then.
Yeah.
He was serious. What was the signs he was giving you that he could lead?
Very consistent. We're going on dates. We communicating. I was basically telling him, how stressful it was being a single parent. He would get off of work, working a 12-hour shift, come get my boys, take them to Chuck E. Cheese, take them to their football practices, their games. He was very active with my boys. So it's like, oh, okay, he's serious.
How did that feel after 3 years of doing it pretty much yourself? Was it hard to embrace it? Because I want to ask that because I've dealt with women who had children and been doing it for so long. I watched my mama do it too. But by the time a man did come in that could lead healthy and proper, like they didn't know how to, I don't want to say take a step back, but realize you can, like I'm here.
Yeah.
Did you struggle with that?
I didn't. He made me feel comfortable, and then just the history that we had for so long.
Yeah.
I was just very comfortable with him taking the lead. And he said it and he did it.
You think that came from upbringing?
I do. Yeah.
Seeing it.
Yeah.
You knew what it looked like. Okay. Would you say those things in the beginning like put you in the mindset of how your daddy carried himself?
Yes.
That's what's up. Did he have goals?
He did.
He talk about things he wanted to do. Were you inserted in the goals?
I was.
Y'all were good teammates, partners too? Wow. How long were y'all together before the engagement?
9 months.
9 months. Where did y'all get engaged?
We got engaged on his birthday, a day after Christmas, at a bowling alley. I thought I was surprising him with a surprise birthday party, but all along the surprise was on me because it was surprise engagement. So I got my family together, his family. I'm like, okay, he always talking about he don't have no big birthday. So, yeah.
You was completely shocked.
Completely shocked.
That's what's up. That is what's up. How long were y'all engaged before the marriage?
That was December. We got married in April, the next following year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wasted no time.
None. We had set a date for August 11, which was my brother who passed birthday. And I found out maybe 3 weeks after the engagement, I was pregnant. So I didn't want to be big and all of that. So I'm like, well, we know what we want. We could just get married sooner than later. Yeah.
The consistency is still going at this point.
It was.
He's still carrying. The wedding, you say you was 3 months, so you had the baby before. No, you had the baby after.
Yeah.
And you say you had 4. So when was the 4th?
My 4th daughter, I had her in 2022. So we got married in 2018.
2018.
So 4 years later.
4 years later. What's your experience as a, now before I answer this, did y'all go through counseling?
We did.
Do you remember how many, was it a church y'all went to?
Yeah, our church. Well, my church.
Okay. Your pastor did the counseling. Okay. First year of marriage, how would you explain it? Let me rephrase it before you answer it.
Okay.
Because it already sounded like y'all were tight. knew each other. I guess I'm in the first year with you have the baby. He's still carrying. Were there any areas where you realized as a woman in marriage, certain things you needed to work on or get better at, or I guess were challenging to you in the marriage versus not being?
Not the first year.
Okay.
It took a while. Yeah. The first year, because I was pregnant basically the whole time, I had my daughter in September of 2018. That's when I started noticing the changes because now I'm at home for 6 weeks instead of going to work. And I just start seeing like a different, he just would get frustrated with me quickly and me asking for help. He wouldn't want to do it. He would rather play on the game. He would rather distance himself. And he had, if I can, like he left his phone one day in the room and I noticed, he was talking to women at the job.
Did this look like a similar cycle from the first with the best friend?
No, I never called my boy's father.
Oh, okay. I think I was more so like changes. Okay. When you found that in the phone, you addressed it immediately?
Yeah.
How did it go?
He basically just tried to say they was friends. They just used to smoke together before work. And me being a wife, I want to believe it, but I'm like, but you lied to me. Because you told me you was going to work early, but you going to her house before work.
And this in the marriage?
This is in the marriage.
After being married?
This is my first daughter was 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. How did you deal with that mentally? Like even after having the conversation, how did it affect you?
It just really had me questioning, can I believe him? But at the same time, it was like, I never caught him talking to another woman until today. I don't believe it's too much because it wasn't too much in the text that I could see besides the fact that he was pulling up over there and, she, I guess, fell asleep. So they didn't get to do whatever. So it was like, okay, I guess I can believe you since I ain't see nothing past that.
Did that affect your trust for a while?
It didn't. Okay. I actually let it go.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I commend you for that one. I commend you for that one. Did you hear that? At what point being married did the problems really hit?
We agreed to buy a home and we was looking while I was pregnant, but we just couldn't find anything. So the next year we end up finding a home back in the suburbs where our family, because his parents and my parents stay in South Holland. So they literally 5 minutes from each other. And I'm like, okay, we can just go back towards the suburbs. And I think that was February of 2019. And at the same time as us finding the home that we like, he ended up losing his job. So I'm like, well, we already going through the process. Let's just pray. How about you just find a job in the suburbs? It's probably just God telling you, okay, you don't need to work in the city no more. And his whole mindset was, I don't want to drive back and forth every day until we move. I'm going to just wait. And I'm just like, but I'm driving back and forth because I was actually working at my high school that I graduated from. So, I didn't understand it. And that's when the problems started to occur.
How long did he go without working?
From February probably until August, September of that year.
Huh? February to that's almost a year.
And we had moved into our home in May.
You carrying all the financial weight?
Yes.
Kids, bills.
I had to work at my job. As soon as I got off, I had the Uber, I had the DoorDash, I had to do hair on the side. Yeah. And if I didn't have enough, I had to call for help.
What was he doing?
Playing the game.
Hold on. Where did the guy you met go?
Disappeared.
At the loss of the job. He was already fading, but at the loss of the job, he just...
Yeah.
You the wife. What are you talking to him about at this point? What is the hope, the encouragement, the checking? Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
What does that look like in them months?
Me trying to be as nice as possible. Ask, hey, you found a job, you've been applying, and just saying that like that with that tone. Oh, I've been looking. You ain't gonna stress me out about a job. And I'm like, I'm just asking because we got bills. I'm tired of doing all these hours and coming home and got kids and gotta cook and gotta tend to you. And it's like that made him even more frustrated. Just me asking. And I even reached out to my dad to help him get a job. And they needed his high school transcripts. And we went to the same high school, and I was working at that high school. So I'm steady telling him, like, get your transcripts, get them. And he kept making excuses. So one day I'm thinking, like, well, I work here. Let me just ask the lady for him. And she come back. She like, here they go. So I look. He never graduated high school.
You think that's why he wouldn't look for a job? He was worried about it. No GED?
No.
That's what it was?
GED. Didn't tell me none of that. And just looking at him, he was a basketball star. All 4 years.
Let me bless this conversation real quick. Black men, I remember dropping out in the 10th grade. I remember the things I had convinced myself that I had to do because I didn't have the education, what I started to become. It sounded like in this situation, there was, right at this moment, it's some embarrassment, it's some shame, because for one, he wouldn't disclose to his wife why he probably didn't want to go look for the job. Not only that, I'm sure it was also breaking him even more as a man, watching you carry the entire household.
Yes.
After he'd unvowed, understanding that he is now no longer who you saw him as. Most men, I'm gonna go black men, the only thing, if it's hard to communicate, you flip it and weaponize it against the woman. The aggression. He knew you at that point. So he knew how to, you know what, I'm going to get you to the point, or maybe just leave it alone, buy some time, come back up, pull it again. Did you go through that cycle? Do you feel like the enemy almost got you to a point of surrendering to, you know what, I'm going to just keep doing this. At the end of the day, I got to feed my kids.
No, I stayed on him about getting a job, or he was going to have to go. And I get some roommates to help me pay the bills, but I just couldn't do it no more.
When you said, okay, what's the prayer life like at this point as a wife?
It was there, but it wasn't there like it should have been there.
What's the going to church looking like?
I was going to church every Sunday.
What did your village look like for some of the things you were going through in the marriage? Did you talk to moms, pops, friends?
I talked to my mom and my sister, the ones that was married. And I also had a close friend. I always knew not to call people that wasn't married. So,
right.
Yeah.
What was the advice from mama?
Just keep praying. Be patient. And then sometimes she be like, oh, nah, baby, we ain't right. That ain't your child. That's a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't finna be settling for that, you know. Well, my sister, somewhat the same advice, but just like, oh, you know, rich or poor, and men do this and men do that. And
men do what and men do, huh? What is that? Let's fill in the blank.
they big on the all men cheat.
Yeah.
You know, and it really came upon of me catching him a lot during that time of him not working.
Cheating.
Actual
infidelity.
Yeah.
Not the phone.
Not the phone.
And somebody say, oh man, almost to put up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also when he ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
So my guy's showing his tail at this point.
Yes.
I'm having my cake and eating it too.
Yeah.
The first time you catch the act of infidelity, what was it? How it happened? How you catch it?
Again, I think it might have been his Apple Watch kept going off, and I went in it and I seen
phone bill you paying.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. That's not even the good part. But yeah, I go in it and I confront him about it, and his reply is, why you going through my phone? Why you going through my stuff? And I just couldn't believe that was the first thing that came to mind.
Where did this man go?
Yeah. He wore a mask. He kept saying, I'm getting old. I want to have kids. I want to settle down. So as soon as he knew, okay, she need help with these kids. She ready to get married. She willing to have a kid. So let me go ahead and propose.
Get it done.
And and I kept saying, I'm not ready to have another kid. But yet I'm still doing the do to have the kids and not prevent it. But I'm thinking like, okay, we cool. We've been doing it for a while. I ain't got pregnant yet. But in his mind, it's like, okay, I'm finna propose and I'm finna go all in. And literally not even a month later after proposal, I found out I was pregnant.
Where is your confidence at this point? You taking care of 5 kids?
I had 4. I ain't have my daughter yet. This was 2019.
No, I'm including him.
Yeah, I know. My daughter, she went.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. We take care of 4.
My confidence level.
Hold on. Stop. Did you just say I hadn't had my 4th one? Mm-hmm. During all this?
No, this was all still the first year.
And he popped another one.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, my confidence was very low at this time. I had low self-esteem because I'm trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong for you to have to step out and cheat? Mm-hmm. I'm making sure the house is a home. You know, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm tending to you, the kids,
bills,
and exactly.
You're doing everything.
And he was still not satisfied.
Playing the game.
What
are you playing?
NBA something. I don't even play the game. So I was just like mind blown to how somebody can sit there for hours.
How long
full
were you married?
Days. 7 years.
You see my face, don't you?
Yes, 7 years.
We talking a lot in a year. At 3, what we looking like?
We looking like I didn't even know who I was.
You didn't know who you were no more?
No.
What's the living situation looking like? Roommates?
I mean, we were still trying. I was still trying.
Was he back working?
He was back working.
Okay.
Yeah, he was back working. His father actually got him a job where he worked. Mm-hmm. And this was, I think COVID time.
Okay.
Yeah, so he started working, and at the time, since I was at the school, they had shut down the schools. So I was doing a lot of virtual work. And when they called us back before then, I ended up starting my first business. Renting out bouncy houses, decorating parties. And I just kept telling my husband, like, I don't think I'm going back to work when they call us back. So August of 2020 was when they said, okay, everybody got to go back in. And I prayed about it. And the Lord was like, you're not going back to that job. And I told him, and he was like, okay, chase your dreams, do what you got to do. And I'm like, oh man, my husband's supporting me. I can do this. Okay, God. And a month after I sent them my 2 weeks or whatever, the bills was due. And of course I had some savings, but he's still looking for me to pay half the bills with no job.
So wasn't no financial arrangement as far as what's what with the money as in the marriage?
So once he started to work at his job, I'm thinking, okay, well, you getting paid more than me. And this is because we wasn't really communicating. I couldn't communicate with him when it came to his stuff. Because he get, very frustrated. So it's like, okay, he gonna pick up the slack where, I paid the light bill. And I told him, I'm gonna pay the light bill, I'm gonna pay the cable. But he will only send me half of the mortgage.
50-50?
50-50.
Really? You was paying 75? Or you say you was doing the half of the mortgage and
the light and the gas bill. Yeah.
What's going on? What kind of accountability partners did he have as far as men? Like his relationship with his dad or his homeboys? Like, were there men around him that were good examples of men?
His dad was.
Okay.
His dad was. Now, what conversations did he have with his father? I don't know.
Did you ever
because when I talked to his dad, he couldn't believe the stuff that I was telling him about his son. And of course, he got on him about it, but I mean, he went back to being who he was, Can't nobody tell me nothing.
At what point, because I don't even want to say 5 at this point, because you tapped. You have to be. It's just going along at this point. It's just routine. It's familiar. It's comfortability, maybe. At what point did you say, I need to strengthen my relationship with God?
I end up going to the emergency room because I was steady having these cramps in my heart. And I'm like, something ain't right. And they, testing me, giving me steroids. And I had a conversation with a friend, and she was like, your heart is breaking.
Literally?
Yeah. All the stuff that you going through, you trying to be strong, you gonna kill yourself.
How was you receiving it?
I didn't even think about it like that until she said it.
Stress was taking you down through there.
Yeah. And ever since then, I was going to Bible study. Anybody invite me to church, I'm going. I'm praying daily. I'm reading the word. I got deep in my word at this time because I'm like, Lord, this is not what you have for me. This can't be my life forever. I can't keep living like this because I'm not going to live long.
With that being said, once you started strengthening your walk, did you ever say to yourself, this was never from God? From the jump? When you have to say that to yourself, how you feeling? To basically say, I'm going to go back. 2 kids, blessings, heart, the hustle, the doing these things, but reaping burden, yoke, some form of bondage due to disobedience to an extent. How that's feeling?
I can't even explain it. But for the most part, I just started praying and asking God, why? Why do I have to go through this? And God started to show my disobedience. I went ahead of him.
Mm.
And these are the consequences of going ahead of God.
Mm-hmm.
This marriage was never ordained by me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna go through it.
Mm-hmm.
You went ahead, and and I'm thankful that I went through that because it brought me closer to God.
Amen.
And I just started saying, like, God, what you need me to learn in this? Like, show me in this. I don't even want to focus on what he doing no more.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really just it. God started showing me I didn't know my worth, my value.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't had no confidence. I had very low self-esteem. And that's why I was allowing the cycle to continue over and over. Even when I say I'm done, 2 weeks later, I'm going against my word.
When you started drawing near to the Most High, I'm sure he saw that. Because one thing about that enemy, he crafty.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've learned is, and the enemy exposes itself even more when there's a sense of desperation.
Yeah.
Losing control, losing grip, and watching power be restored back in a vessel. He has to come up with some tactic, some kind of way to blend or camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you experience that?
I did.
What did it look like?
He started to go to church with me. He started to read the Bible, pray, talk about God, send me scriptures in the morning. And I'm like, oh, okay. He changing.
The wife was sanctifying the husband. Praise God. Come on now.
So I thought.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And little did I know, like you said, that was the tactic of the enemy keeping me in bondage even longer.
Mm-hmm.
Because the things that he was doing still was unbelievable. I mean, he did not stop the cheating. It seemed like it got worse.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so bad to the point where he turned his whole family against me. Yeah, he didn't want nobody conversating with me, talking to me.
He didn't want to be exposed. He didn't want to be seen.
No. And I remember one time I found him having an affair with a coworker, and he begged and pleaded for me not to say nothing to nobody. And I'm like, I'm your wife, I'm not thinking nothing of. I'm like,
When you say caught, what you mean? Walked up on?
No, so my boys had a wrestling tournament one Sunday morning, and we all agreed to go. I went out that Saturday night, and he got upset. So whenever I go out, I dress up, I come home, he do the whole silent treatment for a week or maybe 2 weeks and don't talk to me. And I'm like, well, what's the problem? And I seen that he didn't have friends to go out. He didn't have family members to go out with and kick it with. So it was like a form of jealousy.
Got you.
Yeah. And I went out that night. He didn't talk to me when I got home. So when we got up that morning, he's still in the bed. I'm like, you ain't going? Nah, I got stuff to do. I'm like, oh, okay. So I get dressed. I'm leaving. He like, oh, you ain't taking the baby? I'm like, why would I take her? She can just stay here with you. And he got real mad about that. And we gone the whole day. And God would just show you. Like, he end up, again, leaving his phone on the couch. And I'm sitting on the couch trying to, take me a little cat nap while I'm cooking dinner. And it's buzzing, just buzzing. And I'm like, oh, my God, here we go again.
And he was reckless.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't even deleting it. He'll try to delete it, but it's too late.
He was a bold enemy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what happened was I didn't see no text messages. God led me to go to the pictures, and I didn't see anything in the pictures. But then I went to the recent deleted, and it was a video of him receiving, that morning.
Bless this conversation real quick. Let me tell y'all something about a wolf in sheep clothing that can play the part well enough to almost resemble what he wants to stay attached to.
Yes.
Because a wolf, just hanging with wolves, there's nothing to feast on. It's got to be amongst stuff he can eat, leech on. When you said, the going to church, the sin in the scriptures, right after that, you followed up with, he got even worse.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy is so crafty. That's why it's important when they talk about the wheat in the church, let them grow up together. Let the Most High do the separating. And in the spiritual journey, separation is easily to identify by fruit.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to see when you come out from amongst them.
Yes.
Because I feel like what you're describing is what a lot of people interpret wrong when it comes to unequally yoked. Your situation sounds like unequally yoked. Some people will say they're unequally yoked because one person has ambition and the other don't. It's impossible to be unequally yoked to another true believer, because the examples that he give in unequally yoked is, what does light have to do with dark? What does Christ have to do with Belial? What does righteousness have to do with unrighteousness? Mm-hmm. Then it goes on to explain, come out from amongst them. Because when you are attached to another believer and you didn't get it wrong and this was an assignment, what we're supposed to do is strengthen weaker vessels. This situation doesn't sound like a strengthen or weaken a weaker vessel. It sounds wolf, unequally yoked, righteous to unrighteous, a practice of carrying your vows, the other person not, a practice of to death do us part, for worse, for better, no reciprocation, maybe here and there to make it look a way,
mm-hmm.
but not. Close to the end, when you woke up realizing this person ain't, what's the battle in your mind knowing the first time I done it 3 years was 2. This time, even as entrepreneur, I'm finna have to do it 4.
It was devastating. And that was the fight that I was having for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Lord was showing me about 2 years before I actually left that I had to leave.
Mm.
And it wasn't just for me, it was for my children and their children and the people and the women that go through or was going through what I went through. My testimony was connected to so many people breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried my hardest to just, it'll work. Or maybe I just can sweep it under the rug. I got 4 kids and I'm about to do this by myself.
Did you ever blame yourself?
I did. I did for a long time. And it was really conviction because I had to take accountability.
Mm-hmm.
That a person won't do anything unless you allow it. And I continue to allow it thinking, okay, I'm a wife, I'm a believer, I gotta be forgiven. I gotta keep forgiving and forgiving. God kept forgiving me, And that was just my mindset, and just hearing the people at the church, like, oh, God hate divorce. Let no man separate what God joined together.
And he never joined it.
He never joined us together. But
and it is a reason to divorce. Before you do that, there is a way to. Well, go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, and that was the battle I had for a while, trying to understand, okay, God do hate divorce. But once I had built this relationship with God, he started to show me in his word that my husband was never the husband he had for me. Everything that my husband did contradicted the word. He didn't have the fruits of the Spirit at all. And God didn't join us together, but God definitely separated us.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Shout out to
For
God.
setting me free.
Yes.
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 So,
Being faithful when we are not faithful. Stepping in, even if it's forced. That's one thing I've learned. At some point, when that flesh weak like it, he will force detach it. And the breaking process of you and what happens mentally is also okay, godly sorrow, and then trusting the restoration. 4 kids, call it quit. In the video, I watched you clean up the house and say goodbye. Move to your parents' house. How long were you there?
3 months.
While you at your parents' house, what was that like?
God gave me insight to why I settled for my husband for so long. I had married one of my parents, and I did not know it until I kept asking God, why would I stay with this man for this long? Because it was so familiar, and I was used to it. The silent treatment, the frustration with the kids, the frustration with just communicating.
Wow.
Just like, kids can't play, kids can't run around, kids can't do nothing. And in that 3 months, God showed me. And I love my mama, but he showed me my mama and my husband.
Wow.
And that is exactly why I stayed for so long.
The 3 months you come to Dallas, why Dallas?
The Lord put it on my heart.
Packed your kids, put them on a plane. 1 bedroom.
1 bedroom.
4 kids.
4 kids.
What you thinking?
I failed. I was so scared. I didn't even tell my oldest boy. I didn't tell none of the kids, but I'm like, I'm going to tell him before we go down there. And I was so scared to tell him, like, we finna move into a 1 bedroom. Because I didn't know what they was going to say, how they was going to respond to this huge adjustment, They father still in Chicago, family, they sports. And when we got down there, or down here, they looked and they were so excited. And it just like a relief, because we actually moved in with a friend.
Yeah.
Close friend and his roommate. And God's timing is so perfect.
Yeah.
Because he showed me I was moving. I didn't know how or where. I'm looking on Zulu. I'm filling out applications on Indeed. And he like, I don't know, why are you looking at that?
Yeah.
And I'm talking to my best friend consistently now. As soon as I put my house up for sale last year in May, he was always checking up on me like, y'all good? Because he didn't even know what I went through until maybe April of last year. He couldn't believe it. So he made it his duty to make sure I was straight. And that June, he had to send his son back to Chicago to live with his mom. Because my best friend started working a 12-hour shift and his son is a teenager. He like, I can't be at home with him. I don't know what he doing. I can't do it. And I'm like, well, I keep saying I'm coming there. Just tell her.
Yeah.
I help you with the boy. And he talked to her and she like, no, I just want him to do the 4 years of high school here. And then if he want to go to college there, he can. So he was devastated bad. A week after moving his son back, he called me. He was like, I just had a dream. I'm like, what? He was like, you and the kids was living with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? And I'm laughing it off. He like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So he like, how you feel about y'all moving in until you get on your feet? And I was like shocked, surprised. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I got to pray about it.
Right.
But I prayed about it and God was like, this is your way out. This is your way out.
And you was at the 1 bedroom for, what you said, 6 months?
For 6 months.
And got your own?
Yeah, this June.
How many bedroom?
4.
4. I saw it in the video. It was touching.
Yeah.
To watch, that restoration in the obedience. How How has it been? Because you said before we started, today is actually a year you've been here.
Yes. Every morning I wake up in awe, amazed at what God has did for me. And again, I mean, He has restored me, delivered me, healed me, provided for me, protected me. And I can't believe it. I really can't.
Yeah. I've watched you talking about the financial help, the people helping buy stuff to put in. I seen you getting the Amazon packages. I seen the videos you playing with your kids. It's a beautiful thing to see. And then the ministry that you do, the encouragement, and I think like a Bible, like a girl Bible study. How did that happen?
It started in Chicago. The Lord put it on my heart to do like a picnic in a park with God and friends. And I started it. And literally like 2 months in, I got the confirmation from God that I was moving. And I ended up telling the girls, and, they was disappointed. And I'm like, but we ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna make sure I come back as much as possible. And when I moved out here, the Lord was like, just because you moved don't mean the assignment is done.
Yeah.
So I started out here, and I do need to be more consistent.
What's it called?
It's Her Plus God.
Her Plus God.
Yep.
I want to plug it right now. What's your Instagram?
I think it's Her Plus God.
Her Plus God. Go check it out. And any sisters that, looking for Bible study, looking for fellowship, that's, y'all had it for sure. Y'all most definitely have it. When you're moved to give a word, when you do your videos, I'm just wondering, like, what is the gratefulness why you're saying these things and lived it, experienced it? Because I feel like the word has always been under attack, but now that everything is so open, you see so much on the internet. When I share my testimony, when I talk about things and my experiences, and I don't need 100 experiences from him to know he real. It's 2 or 3 that it's mind blowing. So my joy, even in my imperfection still, in my flaw or my journey of still becoming who he shaping me to be, there is a sense of gratefulness and joy when I'm talking because my mind, what's that like?
I wake up thankful, and I can't do nothing but tell the world about the goodness of God. I live it. I 24/7. That's all I think about. Just how far I have came. Like you said, I only have to think about one experience, and it just give me chills.
Yeah.
And I can talk about that all day, every day. And God told me, you gonna go back and tell the world what I did for you.
I commend you for your obedience. I also saw a weight loss journey.
Yeah.
How was it?
I'm proud of myself, but I know I couldn't have did it without God. I done tried this 3-4 different times.
Yeah.
And being consistent, staying true to who I am, and not, you see all this stuff on social media, and I just thank God. It was only God that did it.
Y'all have to go to her page. This book, she is also an author, Jasmine M. Jones. The book is When God Says Go. If you want a good read, as you can see, it's coming from somebody full of faith, full of hope, full of inspiration. You've seen the move of God in her life, listening, and if you go to the page. So go get a book.
Yes.
Website?
herplusgod.shop.
Link is on your bio?
Yes, it is.
Link is in the bio.
Or you can purchase it off Amazon as well.
Go to Amazon. When God says, go. Mm-hmm. Because I know right now, it's a lot of y'all who have heard him say, go. Mm-hmm. Leave. Stop. Quit. It's you at this point. And it's so easy at times to wrestle and justify and gaslight yourself and come up with all of these reasons as to why you want to stay yoked to this bondage. I've done it many times. But when you come on the outside, he showed you it was really not him by the results of him. Mm-hmm. Prime example. Before we close, because it's been so good, I don't even want I want you to bless the conversation for the women right now. Whatever on your heart.
To all the women that is dealing with fear of letting go. If it's a marriage, if it's a hometown, if it's a job, if God is nudging you to let it go, let it go. It's already draining you. It's already overwhelming you and stressing you. Just let it go and trust God. You have to lean on God and know that if he's telling you to let go of something, it's for your good. We all make plans for ourselves, but God has the plans for us, and it's to never harm you. So if he's telling you to let go of something, it's for a reason. You have a purpose. And some of the things that you're holding on to is preventing you from walking into your calling, walking into your purpose. Life is better when you choose God, when you choose obedience. You have peace, you have joy, you have confidence, and just knowing that nothing that you're going through is in vain. God will always get the glory out of your story. And when you start looking at it like it ain't happened to me, it happened for me, you will start praising God for that. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, I'm not upset about nothing. I'm not angry at nobody. I forgive my ex-husband because what they say, they know not what they do. He didn't know what he was doing. I once was a sinner, but now that I came over, I can see. I know life for real, and I know what God will do when you surrender and you be obedient. You just got to trust him and let go of all the fear, all the doubt, the confusion. Just let it all go.
From the prison to the palace. What the enemy meant for evil, the Most High turned it and used it for good. And the most important line is the one after that. In order for many people's lives to be saved, you are to be a light to this world, salt. He said, let that light shine so that many may see and glorify your Father who is in heaven. 2 scriptures came to mind, too, while you were talking. When you talked about the fear, he said he didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love,
and a sound mind.
And then the other one was, greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. Trust when he say go. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, Jasmine just blessed this conversation.
Man.
That's it. I ain't even want to keep. I got a couple of goosebumps.
Oh, wow.